Good boy, Baloo. So I'm just out with Mr. Blueberry here, who currently has food stuck all around his bit because he made a bad decision this morning, didn't you? He won't let me get it out either. Oh, that was a bit presumptuous of you, but you are right. We are turning around here. Good boy. Well done. He knows we're just going for a leg stretch. Oh, it's that time of year where time is squeezed even more, and now that they're in off the fields and I'm having to do stables in the morning, it just consumes even more time. Doing stables I find takes a lot longer than just doing a quick poo pick out in the fields. Plus we've got to do hay nets, and instead of having like a shared water bucket, there's like water buckets in every stable and then water buckets out in the yard. It's just like the workload goes up a fair bit in the winter, I find. Someone's getting all speedy now we're heading home. Good boy. Good boy. So yeah, winter chores tend to gobble into the riding time. In the summer, like I usually have time to go for a good hour, maybe a little bit longer as hack before work. But at this time of the year, that time is much, much shorter. And I quite often find that I only ever have time to go to the end of the road and back. Oh, which is so frustrating. Even if I use like the lights and leave before it gets light in the morning, like before the sun's up, I still just don't have that much time just because of the time I start work. And I mean, arguably I could come out at like 5 a.m. and be hardcore and everything, but oh man, it just kills me these days. It really does. Like if I'm going to come out at 5 a.m., I've got to be up no later than 4. And that means that realistically, I want to be in bed by like 8 o'clock in the evening. And I don't usually finish work till 6. So, yeah, I need to work less hours, people. Definitely need to work less hours, but you lot cost money to feed, don't you? And shoe and bed and all of that. And vet bills. Yes, you contributed to that, didn't you? Although at least you didn't have to have your tooth out in the end. That was lucky for you. I'm glad you didn't have to go through that. You still arguing with that leaf, are you? I would try and get it out for him, but every time I reach for it, he's like, no, it's mine. So this is just how it is this morning. I don't know why, but that strap on the side of his bridle always kind of curls up when we're out riding. And I find it incredibly irritating because I do tidy it down. I put it in the little holder thing so it shouldn't flap around, and it just seems to undo itself. Like the buckle itself doesn't undo itself. It's just the little piece of leather that you slide it into to keep it tidy that seems to wriggle around, and I end up with this big floppy loop there. It drives me crazy. It drives me crazy, Blue. I don't like it. So yeah, this is kind of us now for the next couple of months. Just going for little pottery strolls, making a vague effort to try and keep some muscle on everyone while we just get through the cruddy, dark, damp, cold months. Oh, I'd love to know how everybody else is doing over the winter. Like, do you get to do much riding? Is anybody going to any events or anything like that? We're definitely not planning on going to any other events now. It's just too much hassle. Like, there are local shows that run events at this time of year, and there's a bit of dressage going on, but I can't school them now, not unless I hire somewhere, and they're not really getting enough exercise that I would feel happy taking them out competing anyway. Not even just from a fitness sense, but also from like a brain health sense, because obviously winter sends horses a bit crazy anyway. I'll point you guys the other way because that motorway is horribly loud and we're very close to it. Yeah, brains tend to turn to mush at this time of year for most horses. They get a bit skitty and a bit overexcited, and add that into them not getting as much exercise as I would like them to have. It can make competing a bit of a danger sport, really. And it's just not worth it. There never seems to be that many people out and about at this time of year, and it's a lot of work getting their feathers clean, that's for sure. But yeah, I'd be curious to know if anybody else is up to anything interesting. I think he's having a tantrum because he's finally accepted the fact that he can't actually eat that food that's stuck around his bit. I did offer to take it out for you, Blue, several times, and you wouldn't let me, so this is the consequence of your decisions there, buddy. So that's what he had attached to his bit. That's gross, buddy. This is why you shouldn't eat when you've got a straight bar bitter. You want it back? Oh, that's grim. That's gross, bro.